Alright.
So stubborn I never could change. Not even for the fame. No, y'all niggas be acting tough. Made me laugh, Damon Wayans. Dripping gold like a saint.
Hello one, hello all, welcome back to the tune-up. I hope you're doing good. I hope everything is going great in your life and more. Now, I'm fresh off of Halloween Horror Nights, which was phenomenal, by the way. What a great year. Going again very, very soon. I'm also going to be hitting up Warner Brothers horror event this year as well. But yeah, Horror Nights this year is legit, and I'm very happy that I went. Tonight was actually one of the best nights I've had in a long while, so I'm feeling pretty good. And if you didn't see the Q&A video, or if you went right to the questions, suggestion session will be back in November. I think I've had a long enough period away from it to where I can get back into the scheme of doing it again. So yeah, all that is happening, and now I gotta talk about what this episode is about. So first and foremost, I'm kind of upset. So the beef is officially over. MGK has tapped out, I guess. He said that he won't respond to Killshot, and you know, much like anybody who gets dissed in a feud or in a beef, they're gonna downplay and trash their opponent's diss record. You know, and they have to, because you know they're the person getting dissed. But public opinion is very in favor of Eminem right now, and so he cashed in on all of this attention and all of the. It's funny because it says it was released in 2002, so there might be an issue there. But it's smart of him to cash in on the attention he's receiving right now. Although I haven't heard one good thing about this project. I just watched the video for Lately, and I didn't like the song. Rap Devil's catchy, Loco is fire, so we're going in a little bit mixed. This is an album, by the way. He can call it an EP if he wants. This is 9 songs. 9 songs is an album. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna react to it. I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and then I'm just gonna talk about the whole situation, since you know apparently this one's gonna end with a non-response as well. So, oh well. But without further ado, no more talking, no more spiel. Let's jump into Binge from Machine Gun Kelly. Number 1, long time coming. So there's the intro. It's almost over. And this goes into Loco, which I've already heard. Nice transition. Yeah, Loco's hard. Number 3, GTS.
I ain't taking calls, I've been going through shit. I don't speak at all, I've been going through shit. Inventory for the glory, and the fact my past is gory. The boy made world like Corey. Ay, real life hit like Beckham. In the face, kick that shit like Johnny Cage. Stick this dick in your ribcage. Cleveland where the fuck away. Spit that shit that make you rage. Fuck stupid enough to think they can do something to us. Tell me, who the fuck? They can like stadiums up like. I just wanna know why every time I drop an album, they be sleeping and I'm waking them up.
That beat was hard, and I love that it followed the delivery from Loco. I just feel like there was no oomph on that song. It kind of felt like all hype, but no staying power. Like, I didn't really like the singing part, and the hook is just okay, but I don't know. Like I said, the production was fire. He had his rapid fire signature style that he showcased for a cool second. I can see why people would like it. I'm not even trying to quote Eminem, but I can see why people would like it, but it's very just face value for me right now. Like, the beat is hard, but you know, it's not going anywhere for me. Like, it's not sticking. Much like how I've been feeling about the New Logic stuff. Like, one day I didn't like, The Return was cool, and Everybody Dies was also cool, but it wasn't hitting. Like, I don't know, the New Logic just isn't hitting for me. But that's the same feeling that I'm getting from this. The beat is hard, his delivery is definitely perfect for it, but it's just not hitting. Number 4, Rap Devil, the Eminem diss. Now, if you haven't seen my video about this already, where I went in depth and talked about the whole thing, and it's interesting. I have some other thoughts to talk about now. seeing the way that this is kind of going right now. So I'll talk about that at the end. But if you haven't seen my video about Rap Devil, if you haven't heard Rap Devil at all, here's a little bit of it for you.
Like the Armageddon when the smoke settle, his body next to this instrumental. I'm saying, talk about it, or we can get gully. I'll size up your body and put some white chalk around it.
Number 5, Nylon.
Should've killed me when they tried. Couldn't see me in the skies when you camouflage eating pad thai. I pick up and say fuck you, and I say it to your face. Wanna tell it to the click. 2 9s in the waist. Who the realest of them all? You already know the answer. Top Gun, fuck them all. Y'all got ulterior motives. Hey, never hesitate to say it to your face.
Now see, now this doesn't make sense. And this is kind of going to fuel the rumors that people have been saying this beef was fake. I was going to say before the end, but I guess I can talk about it now. I don't know if he's trying to make Eminem. It kind of feels like he's playing to the mumble rapper line from Killshot. It kind of feels like he's trying to embrace that to make Eminem that much angrier with him. But, you know, it doesn't make sense for that to be the case, because he said he had announced this long before the beef with him. But it definitely sounds like a Migos track. It sounds like the ad-libs are very Migos. Like, I don't know. It's just not hitting. Like, there were songs on Bloom that really, really hit. I already talk about Trap Paris all the time, but, you know, I like the Moonwalkers record. Wake and Bake was hard. I already talk about Trap Paris too much anyway. 27 was cool. You know, there was some dope stuff on Bloom, but this just, I don't know, like, this feels different. And I know people are going to be, oh, well, you're an Eminem fan, so da-da-da-da. If you watch the videos, I mentioned that I have love for MGK too. So I don't know. This just doesn't feel like he's trying. It kind of just feels like he's doing this to make people mad. He's doing this to taunt them for giving him the attention that they are because of the Eminem situation. If that makes sense. Because I don't know. I'm not feeling the songs as a whole, but I don't know. I'm not feeling the songs entirely, but the beats are dope. Like, the production is there, but the essence isn't. Number 6, Lately. Like I mentioned at the top of the video, I've already heard this, saw the video for it. I don't like this song. I was disappointed with this, but if you haven't heard this, and if you do like this song, here's a little bit of it for you.
Square straps, they ain't getting in my circle, though we still prepared. I'm still dealing with some demons that ain't really there.
Coming up on the last bit of tracks, number 7, Signs, featuring 24 Hours.
24. Hold up. Hop in, roll up. Bad bitch, shotgun, toes up. Never ever look at the prize.
Auto-tune is working for me.
Hop in, roll up. Bad bitch, shotgun, toes up.
Hey.
Yo, scrape up the knees on the rug. Yo, I ain't gonna show you no love. No, you said my name, you a dub. No, I was on topless.
Yeah. Ton of, yeah. Okay, we got one. We got one on here. Hey. 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 Talk about it. Say what? All right. Yeah, that one definitely hit. There's a whole vibe to it. It rides, the bass hits. You can vibe that late night in your car. You can vibe that at a party. Like, that has a whole feel to it. So, out of everything else, you know, the essence of what MGK brings to the table, I feel, was definitely on display there. More so than with Nylon or GTS. Like, I feel like that one was more, I feel like that one had way more effort than the others. I feel like the delivery was definitely a little bit extra on that to make it pop off. 24's hook and verses were dope. You know, it all came together. I feel like that song had a lot more effort than the majority of this project, really. But I like that. I like that song's on there. That's a perfect contrast to, you know, what you may get as a regular fan like me. I mean, if you know MGK for his hits, then you know you're probably looking for something else that's hype like that. So I like that this track might work for that, because this is very reminiscent of Till I Die beat wise. Like it doesn't sound the same, but the tempo is very similar and the delivery is perfect for the beat. Even when he did the remix with Bone Thugs, like Till I Die was a great record. So shout out to MGK for that. Shout out to 24 Hours for this track. Definitely the standout track, 100%. Number 8, Get the Broom. Honorable C-Note makes some really good beats.
Picked up where I left off, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Yeah, went to get the broom, I had to be. Ay, even if I gotta go, she know I'm playing. Ay, smoke that tree like Willow, that moonwalk like Jayde. Ay, that gay shit, I don't raise back on that like the way shit. Earn my stripes, you know I spill my blood all on the pavement. Knock that man out, had to make $1 million payment. Got a wholesale with the straw. Now my nose red from the raw. Mugshot locked up abroad. Fuck the police and the dogs. Hold up. Now I'm airborne. I still ride or die for everybody that I care for. Let's get it. Picked up where I left off.
That one felt like it had a little less energy than. Well, I mean, it's towards the end, so it makes sense that would be there. I don't know. That one felt very low energy. I just feel like these songs aren't him. And that's not to say that he can't do these type of records. I don't know. It's just not sitting, nor is it hitting for me. Like, Signs was, like I said, it reminded me of Till I Die, and it reminded me of what I like about MGK and his strengths as an artist. But I don't know, the production for the album, I want to know who had the final say in what was going to be used in the movie and what was going to go on the soundtrack, because I don't know. But yeah, Get the Broom, not my favorite. I hope the last song, because we're on the last song, I hope the last song is kind of more up his alley and less kind of what's popping right now. And that's, you know, there's nothing wrong with making a what's popping right now type of record, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just not hitting. And I wanted to, because like I told you, I like MGK, but there's a lot of songs on here that I'm not really rocking with, so I'm very sorry. And lastly, number 9, Live Fast, Die Young.
Get the fuck out my face. I cannot feel my face. I don't want time, just face. Put it all on her face. Good fuck, live fast, die young. I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, live fast, die. I got a bitch and I hold the top. Don't give a fuck if it's dark or not. Bounce that ass all on me crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Now, for those of you who aren't hip-hop heads, I don't give a fuck if it's dark or not. It's an Eminem line from Forgot About Dre. So that's pretty crazy. I don't know if he's using it to mock him. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. See, because now it doesn't make sense. And he also goes on to say, Smack That, which is a reference, could be a reference, mind you, excuse me, could be a reference to the collab he did with Akon back in 2006, which was one of the biggest hits of all time, mind you. So I don't know if this is definitely going to fuel more rumors about it being staged, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like an original project. Like, it kind of feels like the trendy compilation that he put together. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're trying to get some sales and capitalize on, you know, why your name is buzzing right now. But I don't know. I think it could have been a lot better. Hopefully the song ends on a great note, though.
I'm gonna stop getting high. I ain't never even gonna try, even though I almost died, but I didn't. I'm alive. I ain't gonna stop getting high. Get the fuck out my face.
No backing down, but you're not responding to Kill Shot. Come on, bro. Come on. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I don't know. All right. After finishing Binge from Machine Gun Kelly, this, listen, man, and this is gonna go into the whole conversation that I was gonna do at the end, but I don't think this was it's hard to really critique it because it's not a good body of work. It feels very lazy. It doesn't feel like this was. It doesn't feel like he. It doesn't feel like he tried on this at all. It definitely feels like he just put this out to just keep attention on himself, and that's fine. That's a great business move, but put some passion behind it. Like, make all the records like Signs. It feels like he made this whole EP to spite Eminem, and I'm starting to not believe that he had this plan before the Eminem feud. He was on. He's still opening for Fall Out Boy. He's on tour with them, and he's got a whole plethora of songs to do there. But I don't know. I don't think anything off of this would be great besides Signs. I think Signs is really the only great record, and Loco because I've already heard it, but. Yeah, Loco and Signs I think are the only two songs that stuck off this project, and it furthermore goes to what Eminem said with I'm tired of this tatted up mumble rapper talking about him. He's using that similar trope of flow and approach with his lyrics. So I'm wondering if he did that on purpose to, again, like I said, spite Eminem, or if that was the intention from the go. Like, it's a very confusing release. I'm trying to figure out the motive behind why it sounds like this and why it feels so lackadaisical and just lethargic. Like, there's no punch, and that's what I feel like he needed in this whole situation against Eminem. The beats are dope, but the delivery isn't all the way there, and it feels so unorganized and just intentionally annoying, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm a fan of autotune, but I feel like because M called him out for it, he wants to just use it more so that it gets under his skin a little more. And I don't know if that was the right way to go about the songs. Like, there's no autotune on Loco, so it works. And I don't think there was any autotune on Get the Broom, but again, the song wasn't good enough to go back and check. And I hate to say that, but it didn't hit. And I think that's the problem with most of what's on this project. There's only like really 3 songs that you could go back to. And, maybe GTS is one of them, but I would really just say Signs, Loco, and Rap Devil if you don't like Eminem, So, while this is a disappointing release, and I have to say that because I do like MGK, I do, but this is definitely not his best work, not even close. I mean, this is better than the Bad Things record and the At My Best record, but I'm disappointed. I definitely wanted, I think, something a little more lyrical from him. Only because he got really mad at the mumble rap claim from Eminem in the diss record. And now he's not planning to respond to the record. He's calling the record trash. So I'm like, okay, you got to come with something crazy to back that up. Like, you got to come out looking like you're not bothered by this. But the way that the EP sounds and, the way that this feud is ending, it's not in your favor. And I was kind of counting on this to kind of help you make your case, but this kind of just falls into what Eminem was already talking about. So it's hard, man. It's hard. Now, my thoughts on how this beef is wrapping up, which is just very, very sad. it's crazy because Machine Gun Kelly fired the first shot, but it looks like all these shots back from G and Eminem are taking a little bit more of a toll. And, you know, like I said at the top of the video, you as the person who got dissed, you can definitely play it off and downplay however you're feeling about it, call it trash, this, that, and the third. But, you know, in this day and age, everybody cares about how things look. And nobody really cares about, you know, what it is. Charlamagne the God said it best. Nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. So, as long as the show looks good to people, they're going to go with what they're enjoying. And Machine Gun Kelly gets a lot of hate. So, to go at Eminem and actually have a decent track against him and kind of sway perception for a little bit, you know, I feel like he definitely was feeling himself. And the whole thing with him claiming not to get booed and then all of that, I feel like, you know, that's going to be your own interpretation. And however you feel about that is however you feel about that. He was on the stage, so he might have some input, but those fans were also at the show. So, whatever tips the scales and how you want to believe it, go with it. But like I said in the previous diss videos, and I was gonna do I was gonna do a video a long time ago about the Drake and Pusha thing, but I didn't think people would care about it like they care about this right now. So thank y'all for watching, but I'm happy that people are actually watching these videos because, you know, I love talking about this stuff. But like I said in the previous videos about beefs and, you know, the whole essence of beef in the culture of hip-hop, the goal is to make your opponent look stupid. And I feel like Eminem has completely succeeded in that. I feel like with this EP and it doing what it's doing, I mean, I've had MGK fans in my DMs telling me that this was terrible. And, you know, that's the impact of somebody who's great at diss records, though. If you can make your own fans turn against somebody that's you're dissing, that's crazy. And I'm not saying that to say that they're not going to be fans of MGK anymore, or that, you know, they're turning their backs on him. But, you know, if you stand this man, you know, you should stand realistically. Like, if it's not the best, then you should let your person know that. But, you know, the fact that I got a bunch of MGK fans saying that this was really bad, and people in general just said this was terrible, you know, the public is not in your favor. And this is after we got that response from Eminem, which is another reason why I say he succeeded in making MGK look stupid. He succeeded in getting the public on his side through what he does best, which is diss records, which is hip-hop. Eminem is a master of his craft. And MGK is definitely good at what he does too. Otherwise, he wouldn't be here. Otherwise, Till I Die wouldn't have gone platinum. Otherwise, Trap Paris wouldn't have gone gold or platinum, whatever it is. But to really keep talking like, oh, Kill Shot was a leg shot, and oh, you know, we're talking facts, we want to talk about man buns. Like, I feel like that, from that side of the conversation, I feel like people are only focusing on the man bun line when there's so much more to unpack in the song. But again, because majority was rocking with Kill Shot more than Rap Devil, it doesn't pan out for whatever else you have afterwards. Now, granted, like, you had a whole bunch of placements on the charts. That's great. But it doesn't look like the people are feeling the music. Now, that always has to come in play. Like, it's different with people like Dr. Dre and Drake and Kendrick, Nas. Like, when Nasir came out, I saw people saying that, you know, I love Nas, but, you know, this isn't my favorite record. And a lot of people weren't liking the Nas record. Like, I thought it was cool, but, you know, it's one of those things. And it's the same thing with me and the Pusha T record. Like, I haven't liked the Pusha T album since My Name Is My Name. That was my shit. And then I went and bought Darkest Before Dawn, thinking it was, you know, oh, it's Pusha T, it's gonna be fire. And I wasn't feeling it. Same thing with Daytona. I wasn't feeling it. I love The Games We Play and Come Back Baby, but that's pretty much it. Those are pretty much the only songs I go back to from that album. And I hate to say that about a Pusha album, because Pusha is one of the greatest. Pusha is such a dope lyricist, and I don't like that I haven't liked the last two albums. And so that is definitely saying something. And so to see that this is getting poorly received, not just from GP but from fans too. You know, that's kind of a damper on things if you're running around talking about you the rap devil. You know, it's hard to boast and it's hard to talk your shit when reality is a different situation, if that makes sense. And I'm not trying to bash on MGK, I'm not trying to bash on the EP or anything, but you know, it feels like the beef is over. You know, he's not responding to Killshot, so you can dead that. That's unfortunate. That it's just unfortunate. It really is. I don't like that it ended like this. I definitely wanted him to respond to Killshot, especially after calling it trash. Just like with Joe Budden saying that I'm better than Eminem. Like, we're gonna have to see a track, my dude. You can talk all you want, but I want to hear a track. I want to like. I know Joe Budden can spit. Joe Budden is nice with the words. Joe Budden is nice with the pen. So I would like to see him put his words to action and actually drop something that is, in fact, better than what Eminem has been putting out. If you claim to be better than him this entire fucking decade. Now with MGK, I definitely think that this could have been reworked. I think this could have been done a little better, a little more polished. Still keep Rap Devil on there so you can get those streaming numbers and, you know, go for what you're looking for. But I don't like the messiness of the release. I don't like the direction of the sound. Yeah, I think that's about it. But, you know, it's crazy because I think if I were to rank the diss records, I can't really count Not Alike as a diss record, but between Killshot, Bad Boy, and Rap Devil, I think Bad Boy still might be my favorite. Y'all can say I'm biased because I met G-Eazy and, oh, well, you're a G-Eazy fan, so da-da-da-da. I don't know. Killshot, I think, wins in lyrical prowess and just overall skill of rapping. I think Bad Boy wins on the oomph I was talking about that was lacking in Binge. I just feel like there was no punch. I feel like there was no engagement with the music. I feel like these were all just tracks that he thought were cool and put them all together and said, here you go. And that's fine, you can do that, but like, I don't know, as a music lover, I definitely would want some quality and I would want some effort behind the music to make me feel like you cared about what you put out. Like I said, this feels like an attempt to get at M and an attempt to get under his skin for going about the music the way that he went about it. And I don't know. All in all, I think I got to get an overall W to Eminem. I got to give the runner-up to G-Eazy, and I got to give the L to MGK, only because the effect of the diss is definitely playing out. The effect of Killshot is definitely playing out. And he chose not to respond to Killshot. I feel like the way that it went down with back-to-back and Wanna Know, you know, well, first we got Charged Up, and then we got back-to-back, then we got Wanna Know, and, you know, people decided which track was better. And then, you know, the tracks continued back and forth, you know, a couple subliminals here. You got Summer 16, you got Warpaint. Warpaint was hard. Come on now, Warpaint was crazy. So, you know, they really let the people decide who was taking home W's with the beef. I think that was the most special thing about the Drake and Meek Mill feud. I'm glad that they resolved everything, but that was definitely one of the best feuds in a while because it was all about the music. And yeah, social media was involved, but still all about the music. So the fact that MGK is choosing not to respond to Killshot not only is a letdown, but, you know, that's an automatic L. Like I keep saying, just regularly. As the person who got dissed, of course you're going to act like it's not fazing you and it's not bothering you. But, you know, seeing that people are trashing this wherever I've searched it, again, like I said at the top of the video, I haven't heard one good thing about this. Not from one person. So, seeing that Killshot has definitely done the work that it was supposed to do is not only interesting, but it's actually incredible because, you know, that lets you know how important this part of the culture is, you know. Everybody wants to have a defining moment and something that's going to make people remember them. So I feel like what MGK accomplished out of all of this was, you know, he's more talked about now than ever, which is great for him. I feel like he, in a way, got what he wanted, but in the same light, he doesn't look good. He doesn't look like a winner. And he can tell himself that he is, but it doesn't look that way to people, especially GP. And GP doesn't really care about stuff unless they get it right in front of them. So when they were giving Rap Devil and Killshot, and when they sided with Killshot, it looks like the effect just took its toll afterwards. So with all of that said, very disappointed with Binge. But Signs, Loco, and Rap Devil are the cool ones. Nylon is alright. And I love the beat on Get the Broom, but it's not that great of a song. I was hoping for something crazy for MGK. I was hoping for some kind of rebuttal. I want to say thank you to G, M, and MGK for giving us all a lot to talk about in the last couple weeks. Shout out to Halloween Horror Nights. It was a great year. Also, I don't know if you could tell it, but I'm kind of withering away as I do this. I'm very, very tired. Today's been a long but great day. So, let me finish the outro by saying, like, share, subscribe. You know the biz. You know what it is. It's Jared O'Brien from The Tune Up. I thank you so much for watching, and I'm out.